Hello, John Small again. More on the Christian heritage of America. This is a public school curriculum. Public school textbook in 1926 in Indiana. This is some text from it. A guide to the study of the Old and New Testament for use in the high schools of Indiana. Prepared by J.A. Hoffman, A.B., B.D., and D.D. I don't know, some kind of titles for the Indiana Board of Control for High School Bible Study for credit in Indiana, by the Committee of Five, W.F. Lauper, President, John W. Kendall, Secretary, Florence Edel, George Bunce, Norman J. Lasher. 5th edition, approved by the Indiana State Board of Education, June 1926. This is an introduction to the textbook. It may be said to the pride of Americans and to praise of the Bible that the Constitution of the United States was framed in keeping with the law of God, as our fathers understood that law to be revealed in the Bible. Since the Constitution is the fundamental law of our land, the Ten Commandments form the basic basis of all fundamental and statutory law. Any human law found to be in conflict with the tenets of this greatest of all codes, the Decalogue, or that's another name for the Ten Commandments, could not stand on this statute books of any state or the nation. Whatever greatness has come or may yet come to the nation or the people of the nation, it must be accredited in no small measure to the influence of the Bible. Again, they were talking about how our Constitution was founded on the keeping with the law of God, and that the Ten Commandments are its fundamentals. And if a law contradicts the Ten Commandments, and it basically contradicts the Constitution and our laws, and it cannot be a law, really. It's not really a law if it contradicts the Bible. That basically says that our country is, the influence of our laws and everything come from the Bible. Where's all the separated church and state that people talk about? It's not here. And that was a textbook for schools, Bible study. You won't see that no more. They took all that out. That'll hurt people. If you teach them that, it might hurt them. Yeah, they might get saved. We don't want that. They might get saved and go to heaven and not hell, but we don't want that though. Here's some more facts. Edmond, Oklahoma. This is talk about some cities in the United States that have Christian symbols in their seals. Edmond, Oklahoma has a cross in their symbol. Melville, Georgia, the word Christianity is in their logo. Austin, Texas has a cross in their symbol, in their city symbol. And Frank Borman of Apollo 8 read Genesis 1 to the world. Some people back in that time might remember that. Might remember him reading Genesis 1 when he was broadcasting after going into space. Here's some. Statutory Hall has statues of great leaders from each state, from their history, and I believe they allow, I don't know how many they allow for each one, but I'm just going to read some of the leaders. Listen to this. Roger Williams of Rhode Island was a pastor and a missionary, and he's in this statutory hall. Francis E. Willard of Illinois was a founder of the Women's Christian Temperance Union. John Winthrop of Massachusetts was a minister of the gospel. J.P.G. Muhlenberg of Pennsylvania, he was a pastor and a chaplain. The House and Senate pray before their congressional sessions. The Congress appoints chaplains for these sessions and for the military. And the United States is the largest distributor of the Holy Bible. Here's another one. Here's a symbol that people think about. It's on the back of, some people might know what I'm talking about. It's the symbolic eye of providence. It's on the back of the $1 bill, the all-seeing eye on the pyramid. Some people attribute that to Freemasons and say that's a Freemason symbol of power, stuff like that. The symbolic eye of providence, which is on the back of our nation's seal also, and it's also on the dollar bill. It's basically what it is really it's a symbol of the Creator God, and there's a Latin motto on it. It says, it's translated as God has favored our undertaking. Another mention of God. How about that one? Listen to this. This is something on the Supreme Court again. Each session of the Supreme Court starts with a statement, God save the United States and this honorable court, and also prayers. And they also pray. Wow. Listen to this. Providence has given us has given to our people the choice of their rulers. And it is the duty as well as the privilege and interest of our Christian nation to select and prefer Christians for their rulers. This was a quote by John Jay, he was the first Supreme Court Justice. And he said we should prefer Christians as our rulers. The Founding Fathers believed devoutly that there was a God and that the unalienable rights of man were rooted not in the state, nor the legislature, nor in any other human power, but in God alone. Thomas Clark. Yeah, I see so much the separation of church and state in this thing. It's just something, isn't it?